We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. And with pregame routine. Well, guys, great to hear that, DA. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game.
And guys, how rare is it to see the top two teams in a conference swap star players, as the Cavs and the Celtics did this past summer? The reason it came together was how well it fit, though, for both teams. And you could argue both teams, in essence, got better.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston. They've got Smart. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Oh, yes!
르브론 없으니까 막 놀아야겠다.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Right side Simmons.
나이스.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
바로 불 들어왔다. 블락 한 방에.
Five on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. Thompson misses. Cleveland on defense, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a
줘야지.
problem anytime,
불
but
들어왔으니까.
especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
Here's Champ.
Tristan Thompson, his wingspan bothering that shot.
No good from Champ. There's the dish to Thomas. Over Irving.
어빙.
Sent back by Irving.
토마스라서 블락 당했다.
Here's Gardner. Yes.
아이고,
And
샷.
it's Irving picking up the assist.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Thomas with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. Jumper off the screen. Again, Thomas missing.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4
나이스,
already.
펼쳐.
Thompson comes with the double team.
와, 더블팀.
Champ the pass to Irving to the middle.
아이고 샷.
Kyrie, tremendous vision. Finds the open man.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to
1쿼터인데
enjoy that
계속
alley-oop
더블팀
all
들어오면 안
over
되는데.
again. It's a pick by Love. Shoots from the elbow.
더블팀 들어가지고.
And it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And just building on to the lead.
러브는 너무 느려가지고.
Trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of
8대 0.
ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
Thomas kicks to Simmons.
나이스 서비스. 스마트. 잘한다잉.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Love. Champ, the pass to Smart.
리바까지 따주고.
Nice ball movement by Boston.
지금 넣어줘야지.
Can't get it to go.
살이 빠졌는데.
He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
And Thomas has it in the
야,
corner.
잘한다.
And
스틸 왜 이렇게
stolen by
잘하지?
Kyrie Irving. There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Love. So the whistle
러브는
blows on the
애본했어.
shot.
투 파울.
2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the evening. That free throw good from
스마트.
Champ.
다른 경기 때는 잘못하는 오늘 첫 경기 잘하네. 되게 잘하는 애들. 정들겠어. 떠나야 되는데.
what people are saying about that player. Is this something that is impossible to avoid? And do some players read fan opinions about themselves? Are they reading these
스텝백 조심해야 돼. 스텝백.
Yeah, I think they are. Some players read it too much. Fans have a voice, but you don't have to read
야,
the good or the
얘네
bad.
점수 못
But,
넣는데요.
going back to
실화야
the
이거.
beat writers, I think a lot of times a beat writer is one of those guys that you see every day. When you're looking to challenge him and we write something bad, and also you want to
더블
have
팀,
him back when he writes
게이드,
something good. But I think you
꾸러시.
gotta look at the beat writer and understand he's doing his job. You got to kind of separate that. But a lot of times when there's a beat writer interact with a
12대
player,
0이야.
a lot of times it's bad, especially if the beat writer has written something negative toward the player. I wish they can separate those guys, and also the players can separate the beat writers from fans.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Thomas. 3rd in scoring, 5th for free throw percentage, and he's in the
평득
top 20 in
3등인데
assists per
토마스.
game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well.
르브론 지금 집에서 쉬고 있어요. 부상이라. 볼스 그린, 르브론 다 6주 부상. 얘네 플레이오프 2라운드까지 못 나올걸요. 아, 뚫렸는데 안 뚫릴 것 같아서 들어왔는데.
6 to shoot. Pass to Smart from the arc. Can't get it to go. He's taken
어빙이 지금 시즌 1등이라 3점. 잘 쏘긴 잘 쏴.
Here's Norton. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Champ the pass to Hayward. The baseline J. Second shot opportunity. The pass to Champ. And he goes in for the dunk.
이시 0점 이거 심한데 클블. 그래도 명전인데 난이도가 심각한데 저건.
Some changes for Boston. Yabusele, he's checked in for Felicio, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's the screen.
야, 헤이워드 작살 나는데 애들. 미쳤다 미쳤어. 스틸 몇 개야 벌써.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Payne with a screen for Thomas.
아, 이거 하나 들어가겠다.
Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaylen Brown. And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely
다음 시즌 나도 어시 한 5개는 먹어야겠다. 평균보다는 어시가 중요한 것 같아. 점수가.
In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season.
나이스 어빙. 진짜.
He's playing at the highest level.
바로 요청해야지 엘리우.
Their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And just showing you his determination despite
손만 올리고 있어도 되겠는데.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Free throw no good for Thomas. Steve, you are known for your three-point shooting, but as more and more teams look to space the floor and shoot threes, we've heard some legends, like Isaiah Thomas, for instance, complain that
토마스 왜 얼음 왜 떴어?
everyone's playing the same. What do you think about that?
You know, me and Isaiah, we've definitely talked about it, and I look at it, yes, we have some guys that's multi-talented.
여기 토마스 원맨 팀인데 여기.
Can't shoot threes. If you're a good guy that be able to knock down with a high percentage, shoot the three. But if you're a mid-range guy, you can still be an all-star shooting the mid-range. Play to your strength, work on that shooting threes, but I just hate when 5, 6, 7 guys
더블
everybody runs
클러치.
to that line, and that's all we're seeing. You got to defend, you got to rebound, you got to block shots, you got to
아유,
do
무난하게
other things, because
끝나겠는데.
that feels the way you can win the game by doing all things, not just shoot threes.
And really, having the best teams in history always had guys that can do different things: a ball handler, a rebounder, a screener, a long shooter.
Yeah.
It's always a combination of all those things instead of everybody doing the
내년
same.
되면 르브론 은퇴하는 거
Even though
아니겠지?
we've been in this three-point era in the last 2 or 3 years, rebounding the basketball and defending still can win basketball games.
뭐 하는 거야, 쟤?
So good from Zizic.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Kicks to Irving.
아이, 패스 좋았는데.
The Celtics working the ball around now.
쉬어봐.
Here's Champ. Outside Irving.
아이, 굿샷.
Irving's got 6.
잘한다.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Thomas dishes to Paint. Back to Thomas. 40 seconds left in the first. And it's Paint in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires, high post. Payne can't hit. Boston leading by 19. 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Hayward passes to Champ. Outside Irving.
그럴 뻔했네.
Boston needs to get off a shot. Jen.
와, 미들까지 들어간다.
The assist. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
And from the opening tip, they have
할 거 다 했네.
complete control of this.
3점만 넣으면
Dominate
되겠다.
on the court and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to
원래
be
이런
an
팀 아닌데
illegal screen.
보스턴.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
또
Yeah, so
원정에서
many of these can go either way. Very difficult for the
Irving,
screener
show.
to stay 100% motionless.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to a title. Teammate Kevin Love said,
He sat us down.
when someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
No doubt about that. I think if they just keep following LeBron's advice, the sky's the limit.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway.
나이스 블락키.
They've been putting
끌고
on the show,
왔더라.
guys.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Irving is out there with Jackson.
싹
Then there's
불렀다.
Champ. Then it's Tatum. And it's Slater in at the 5 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the 76ers was outstanding. He had 29 points and played tremendous defense as well.
더블 클러치가 잘 안
really
나가요.
causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He flat out dominated.
너무 빨리 눌러서 그런 거 아닌가?
The other team threw waves of defenders at him, but nobody could slow him down. He'll be looking to carry that effort into tonight's game. Kevin?
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game.
따닥 누르면 안
That was a
되고
special game he played.
And it
좀
wasn't
기다렸다가
just the
눌러야 되는데.
performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him.
야, 얘네 야투 쓰레기인데 완전
Not a
지금.
big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
페이더웨이 한번
Now
해볼까?
approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. The kick out to Irving. Passes to Champ.
나이스 폈다.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's
엄청
got
잘한다,
the
우리.
rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And they say it's a players' league, but we know great coaching makes a difference as well.
29대 7. 47대 25점 차이야.
The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Simmons sets a screen for Thomas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will
토마스가 그나마 파울 유도해가지고 득점을 좀 넣네.
Look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Hayward.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it
11년도.
seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming
두 번째
nearly as
타이밍.
easily as they used to.
Free throw good, Thomas.
레이업 뜨고 나서 누르면 되던데 뜨고 나서 타이밍이 있는데 그거 말로 설명하기가 조금.
Celtics leading by 23.
어빙도 내가 여기 지금
Irving passes to Champ.
한 50게임 정도 됐을 때 일로 넘어와가지고 그나마 평득 지금 20 몇 점대 하고 있는 거지. 초반에 내가 여기 왔으면은
A 29-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
15점
And
이렇게
don't
넣었을 걸요.
forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
나이스.
He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Champ's got
그래서
6 here in
다음
this fourth.
시즌에 약한 팀 가려고요.
Has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons
일단
they're
피닉스
up in
생각하고
this game.
있어요.
Haynes.
필라 가면은
Offensive rebound. Here's Zizic. Outside for Thomas.
엔비드랑 이런 애들 또
Here's Payne. And
스펙이 낮아질까봐.
Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Brown outside. Pass to Champ.
나 어제 여기서 넣었는데 3점.
52 seconds left now here in the second.
어빙 줬어야 되는데.
And there's the pass to Champ. Irving for 3. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Out to the wing. Thomas gets a wide open look. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
26 seconds left in
헤이어든
the first half. Hayward passes
엘리업
to
잘 안
Champ.
주네.
The kick out to Irving.
개꿀이지 뭐. 더블팀 계속 들어오면은
Irving's got
계속
that.
어시 먹는 거지.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Brown.
토마스 돈다.
Pass to Haynes. Shot off the pick. That one doesn't go.
That's one he knows.
후반에도 좀 쳤으면 좋겠는데.
And so it's Boston.
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime.
첫판 되게 잘 된다 이거.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
어제나 좀 잘하지. 얘네 어제랑 엊그저께 못해가지고 패 좀 많이 했는데.
That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Nice job coming off that screen. 14 points for Isaiah Thomas.
You know, Tyronn Lue, a two-time champion as a player with the Lakers, that understanding of what it takes to win it all has laid the foundation for his
아싸
coaching
미스매치.
career.
Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Boston.
뭐하냐 이거 뭐였어.
Cleveland will take possession.
달라고 안 했는데 저거.
For Champ. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break, averaging about 27 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's
진짜
what they
쪼만하다,
depend on,
토마스.
his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And Tyronn Lue talked about his breadth of experience as a player. He said, I won titles. I also played in the worst team in the league. I've done it all.
Also, Kevin, to add to that, he's been a starter. He's been a bench player. He's missed time with injuries. That helps when he's trying to relate to his players because he's been there and has been through everything and whatever they're going through.
폭탄 돌리기가 다 끝났네.
Revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
Pass to Thomas. 90 seconds now into the second half. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Pass to Gardner. Here's Felicio.
부분 좋다 여기.
Here's the pick. Down low. The kick out to Irving. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Outside, Simmons. The feed now to Thomas.
우리 애들 이제 캐리 끝났나 봐요. 하는 거 보니까.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Champ. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And the shot goes in. Champ's got 21 in the game.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on them.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Smitty, you call college basketball games as well. We know you had a terrific career in East Lansing with Michigan State. We're starting to hear from some players. Ben Simmons,
명의
for
차이가
one,
진짜 크네,
critiquing the
룩으로.
college basketball system for the financial setup and the stringent eligibility rules. Do you give any credence to these complaints? Is the kid right? What changes you think might be made? It's a loaded question with a lot of answer, I'm sure, to it. But it's certainly on the tip of a lot of people's tongue right now.
And I think it should be. You've had some coaches
Nice.
come out saying there's some kind of way to be able to change this system and be able to benefit some of these players. I look at it some way, Kevin, where there's some kind of way you have an insurance policy for these guys or some kind of way
더블팀.
that
빨리
they're
줄
able
걸.
to finish their degree, even go on to finish their master's
포스터
degree as
뚫으려다가.
long as they want from any college, not just the college they came from. But I also think some kind of way there should be some kind of financial stipend for these guys.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. In the corner, it's Felicio.
센터네.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Champ. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got
수비 엄청 못하네 러브가.
Just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the left side wing. Passes it to Gardner. Here's Champ. Started by Love.
어시 먹으려다가.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
야,
No
좋다.
question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. Thomas against Irving. The screen from Thompson. In the corner, Simmons with it. From outside, off the mark.
가자.
Boston leading by 15.
뭐야 여기 자동문이야?
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Thomas against Irving. Back to Simmons. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
아깝구만.
Simmons got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Let's now pause to take a look at this.
나이스 게이드. 시간 떼었다. 빨리 줘. 볼을 안 주냐? 응?
Smart. No good. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And
블락킹 많이 했어. 스틸도 많이 하고.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Smart. On the floor for Boston. Hayward out there with Smart. Then there's Champ. Then it's Tatum. And it's Slater in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Tatum.
Tatum.
From 13 feet out. Tatum's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Boston. Cleveland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Rebound by Champ. Champ's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
그럼 그렇지.
And here's Payne. And Thomas has it in the corner. And the initial rules for the NBA included 6 personal fouls as the magic number before you're done for the game. It's been this way since, who can remember? But do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls? Or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 would be too much. Maybe if they lower it, that's a possibility. But right now, I think it's 6. Maybe 5.
나이스
You can
러시.
experiment during some preseason games or in summer league. But I think 6 should be the maximum.
거저준 건데 그냥.
Here's Norton. Rebounded by Champ.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always.
처음 접하는 사람이요? 조금 어려워요.
Just can't complete the play.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Simmons is checked in.
조금 아주
Boston
조금
also with
하면
the sub.
되는데
Alicia's
약간
checked in.
조금
Smart
영상이나
kicks to
이런 거 좀
Felicio.
많이 봐야 돼요. 처음에 하려면.
Pass to Champ. Back to Smart. This one for 3. No good on that one.
스마트를 주는 게 아니었나?
Cleveland will take it the other way.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
이게 필수적으로 드리블이나 개인기가 좀 필요해서.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Champ. Fade away. Count it. Champ's got 27 points.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers.
제 유튜브엔 없고요. 그냥 유튜브에서 검색하시면 많이 나올 거예요. 개인기 종류라던가.
Outside Simmons.
돌파법이나 뭐 이런 거.
To the inside.
거의 돌파 위주의 개인기들이라 다
Here we go.
전부.
One-on-one. Tatum wide open. He fires one.
저걸 못
No good on the
넣어주네.
triple. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter.
게임 내에서
The Cavaliers.
게임 만약 있으면 이제 옵션에서 여기 조작 방법이 따로 있어요. 그리고 여기서 뭐 수만 가지 아니고 다 조작법이 적혀 있어요. 뭐 드리블, 패스, 수비, 뭐 오펜스 뭐 이런 거 조작 방법이 있어가지고 하나하나 다 연습하면은 이제 저걸 응용해서 하는 거죠.
Offensively, that's a big reason why they're behind.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth
나이스
quarter.
유로스텝.
Following the active shooting, a 3-point play chance coming up.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Irving's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Thomas kicks to Simmons. Feeds it to Love. Cleveland moving it around. You always hear about a player working extra hard in the offseason when they're approaching free agency, or how much truth is there to the idea, Steve, of a player doing more in a contract year, trying harder?
Well, you hear it. I mean, you hear teammates, you hear guys,
너무 바짝던데.
competitors, you hear us analysts saying, you know when there's a contract year for a lot of guys, and you look at a guy putting in a little bit more effort. I think the guy that you respect the most is when they play the same way all the time, whether it's a contract year or the first year. But a lot of guys do ramp it up and make more shots when it's a contract year.
But that's human nature, don't you
좋아.
think? I mean, if you know there's a prize at the end, the harder you work. If there's a big test at the end of the week, you study harder. I mean, I would just think that's just human nature.
It is, and I think for instance, the teams and general managers, you have to do your homework to understand the type of player that you're paying for a long time.
The kick out to Irving.
나이스 어시.
Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
From the moment he set foot in the NBA, Kyrie has been a lights-out three-point shooter.
Thompson, a screen on Irving. The screen from Thompson. Here's Thomas.
좋았다. 키가 작으면 불리해.
Smart passes to Champ.
또 볼까? 와, 미는 거 봐라.
13 feet away.
나이스.
I'll call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The first free throw is good. Yabusele, he's checked in for Boston. Jackson comes in for Smart. Both free throws good from Champ. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play. Because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there and it's obvious play, that could cut the time. You know, because right now, sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
Love with the screen for Payne. The wide open look for Love. And he can't stop the run.
채울 만큼 다 스택은 다 쌓았다.
Gone 5 for 9
충분하다 이제.
in the final quarter so far. Here's Champ. And he pops him up off the glass. Champ's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
Expanding his range.
3점 하나 딱 넣고 끝낼라 했는데
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2
3점이
start from
없어서
downtown here in the fourth quarter.
아깝다.
And Smitty, with your perspective from your years in the league, as you watch the game now, what are some of the things you most enjoy watching or paying attention to when you watch an NBA game?
I think different. You know, back in my day, it was more of the 1, 2, the third option guys on the team. They got the basketball the majority of the time. I love the way now guys move the basketball around. It gets to the 5th option, and those guys are a threat. And also, those guys knock down more big shots now. Not just the superstars. So just watching the game evolve to more of a team game, it's a joy to watch, Kevin.
완승이다 완승.
Coaching now, you think overall, Steve, than when you played? And that's not an indictment of the coaches that you had, but is there more of it now? Is there better coaching or bigger staffs for sure?
I think it was better coaching back in my day, but I think the philosophies have changed right now. I think they have better philosophies on how to approach the game, but I think overall it was better coaching in my day.
That's a very good answer.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
더블팀.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they
깔끔하다.
had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Champ.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the
외곽에
glass.
쏘지 않겠지?
He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Jackson passes to Yabusele. Here's Champ. It's tipped.
옆에 들러붙었어. 아, 엘림 요청했는데
A little miscommunication on that pass.
아깝다.
36 seconds left in the fourth. Now Payne. There's the pick. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Haynes, another three for Cleveland.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Here's
끝났구만.
Sloan. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
33점.
This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they